Hello and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, the puzzling podcast where a group of geographically diverse pals come together and solve a homemade escape room of the ears. I am Mairi Nolan and I will be your host for the week. My nonsense fact is actually true, and it's that my city is currently experiencing a record-breaking heat wave. And get this, it is 23 degrees, which is like 73 Fahrenheit for our American listeners. And let me tell you, everyone is losing their minds. It's very hot. And joining me this week,
I'm Jamie Gibbs, just a boy standing in front of a girl asking for that last slice of cheese.
I have so many questions, but okay.
No comment, Your Honour.
And we also have joining us today two very special guests.
I'm Bill Sunderland, just a girl standing in front of Jamie G, going, "What are you doing here? Cheese? What? No, what? Get out of here! Get out of here!"
Oh, the restraining order's kicked in.
And I'm Dani, Siller, and I've been the cheese the whole time.
And that's a wrap. Thanks, everybody. It was a good episode.
My question is complete.
We've solved your puzzle.
Beautifully done. It'd be very funny if my puzzle was now incredibly
Please,
cheese-based,
God, let there be cheese.
And you guys may recognize Bill and Dani's voices as the fantastic hosts of Escape This Podcast, Solve This Murder, and Play This Game. But today, it is our turn to put them through their paces in our escape rooms of the ears. I'm sure we'll get into this way more in the pubisode, but for anyone who doesn't know at home, Bill and Dani, would you like to let us know a bit more about what Escape This Podcast is?
So Escape This Podcast is a show where we have guests come on and play through audio escape rooms. Something maybe we've never even heard of.
What's this? A what?
And let me just get on the record. I believe our first episode came out just about a year before yours did. Now, I'm not saying anything about but
that's fighting talk.
That up until right now, this is a great reconciliation. Oh boy, have we been at war.
And then Solve This Murder is a show where we host audio murder mysteries. And can I just say, the first episode of that came out a couple years before Aurelius Fox Murder Museum. I'm just saying.
Oh dear.
But yeah, so those are the two big things we do. We do murder mysteries, we do escape rooms, play this game as we used to do as well. That was, we were live streaming every single, the biggest thing about Play This Game. There's other stuff we did, but we did live stream every Nancy Drew video game of us playing through that, which was lovely.
Love those.
And then, we worked on other stuff as well. I'm talking about Aurelius Whitlock. We also worked with Marcus and Nathan on Rise of the Golden Idol.
Cool.
So we were part of the writing team for that as well. And we've done other bits and bobs and things.
Just in case anyone is taking Bill's shade too seriously.
And can I just say, Rise of the Golden Idol came out a bit over a year after Case of the Golden Idol, which I think was the original. We just helped out with the sequel. That was yeah, we weren't involved in the original part of it.
Mike has gone on record in previous interviews to say that when he set up the Infinite Escape Room, he did it on a whim with Ben, thinking, escape rooms are currently a thing, let's do an escape room podcast. And then only after publishing the first few episodes did any kind of due diligence and then discovered that they had already been an escape room podcast. That was fairly well established for over a year at that point. Went, we're too late now, we're going in.
No, there's
too late. Are you kidding? When we started and we saw that there currently weren't any that did that, that was weird. The idea that something didn't exist yet was insane. So getting in when there's only one is pretty special.
And also, every single year, even now, something will come out and be like, we've invented a whole new genre. It's like an escape room, but it's audio, and then you do it like a tabletop role-playing game. It's like, yeah, we've been here, right?
All of us all together get to
we all get to grow and be like, yeah, I know.
We must combine forces and take them down.
You get it across the board, though. I do a lot of escape room journalism stuff, and I always see world's first escape room that does da da da, and I'm so tempted to email and be like, "Hi, have you heard of this room?"
I wanted to do that we got like I don't know if you are the same where you'll sort of get people being like, you should talk about this on your escape room podcast. It's not a kind of podcast. We don't like review escape rooms and things. And we would get like PR emails from people who are making like escape room style board games, and they'd kind of be like, it's the world's first ever to do this. And I kind of want to be like, I need to find the actual designers, because I don't think they would claim that. I think this PR person is going real wild. I like just be like, do you know your PR guy is claiming that you invented escape rooms in a box in 2023? Like, oh my God, is that what the PR people are doing? I have to get on this. It happens.
It's fine. Collectively, the cease and desists will come in thick and fast.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. This is...
The difference is our escape rooms end, and then there's a whole new escape room. It's not one long infinite escape room that just keeps going.
Oh yeah, yours is terrifyingly intimidating.
I thought you were going to say our escape rooms just work, and then just leave it at that. We know what we are. We know what our brand is.
And I will say, trying to string one to the other is not the easiest task. Sometimes the jump between one room to the next room is not that seamless. And today might be
the jankiness is what people come for.
Like, because sometimes the person hosting the next one wasn't even in the previous one, and so you just have to send an awkward like message and be like, so where did it end?
Just go with it, okay? I know what this sounds like, but here's where we ended up.
Mine's set on Mars. Where did yours end? Oh, Druid's Forest?
Right, here we go.
That's going to be a tough transition.
You suddenly find a spaceship.
Inexplicably.
Druid's spaceship.
I guess that's a fantastic segue, because for anyone who doesn't know how this works, over the course of the next 2 weeks, Jamie and myself will each be presenting one part of the Infinite Escape Room, while the others try to solve it. And then at the end, on week 3, we will all regroup for a pubisode for a well-deserved drink and a bit of a chat on a topic around puzzle design. But before we start, we must first thank our marvelous patrons who, for in exchange for a few bucks a month, get early access to episodes, unedited and unfiltered stuff, and all kinds of bonus shenanigans. In particular this week, we would like to thank Will and Shilpa Ryder Shankar, and especially Will's kidney.
So,
thank you, Will's kidney.
I have questions.
So Will is getting, or has had, a new kidney and is currently recovering. So I hope you make a speedy recovery, Will. We'll... I don't know if it's like a replacement or if he's just amassing kidneys like the Infinity Gauntlet, and once he gets all 6, then he's all powerful.
I think that one.
I hope that's the case.
He's an enthusiast.
Well. Yeah.
And we'll have to give a special shout out to Shilpa as well, because he said that she's been like a rock, and like dependable and really brilliant, not just sort of sitting there gaining mass over millennia. I mean, sort of the good meaning, not the scientific one. So hope you're doing well, Will. And
what a rock.
But yeah, thank you so much for all of our patrons. For without you guys, we genuinely wouldn't be able to stay on the air. That is the preamble. Are you guys ready to get started?
I'm ready. Oh, yes. Let's do this.
I wasn't, and then I realized that I do have a notebook nearby. So
you're 90% there. This is great.
I'm sweating too. It's not a heat wave, not even close. This is just what I do. Also, there's a dog
nerves
background. This is why we don't live stream.
Well, if you guys are ready, then let's enter the Infinite Escape Room. After narrowly escaping the war-torn south coast of England, the Infinite Escape Room have bundled into a battered old ice cream van and made their way out across the dried-out seabed of the English Channel. Or at least, that's what they thought they were doing, until one wrong turn of the steering wheel by Mairi, who definitely should not be allowed to drive the ice cream truck. I cannot drive. And off it careened into an enormous sinkhole that opened up about 75 miles off the coast of France. Tumbling through this dark and sandy hole for what seemed like an eternity, but was actually exactly 42 minutes and 12 seconds, a rush of bright light, and an enormous crash. And we're going to start with Jamie. When Jamie awoke in a daze, he found himself no longer in sunny England, but in even sunnier Sydney Harbour.
We've passed through the world.
Look upon them.
That's where I
live. Whoa! What a surprise! You see the glorious Sydney Opera House, you can see the Harbour Bridge, you can see Luna Park, and of course, Sydney's most infamous landmark, an enormous skyscraper with the words "Consume this media" emblazoned upon the side. Everyone's seen it before.
We bought the casino.
Jamie also awoke to find that both Mike and Jon were no longer with him in the ice cream truck. How strange. But not to worry. Consume This Media, as we now know, that's where Bill and Dani of Escape This Podcast are. And if anyone knows how to find missing podcasters, it'll be them. What's more, as Jamie approaches the reception of the skyscraper, he's greeted by a large sign saying today is the National Festival of Podcasts, celebrating podcasting brilliance. It's on floor 4. Jamie finds his way up to the offices via a very fancy-looking elevator and approaches a large door with a gold plaque marked Bill and Dani. Jamie, what would you like to do?
I'm going to kick open that door and be like, hey, everybody! Greetings from Wales!
You think you're getting a meeting on National Podcast Day?
We're busy! We're schmoozing!
So, Bill and Dani, you are sitting in your offices, taking it easy on National Podcast Day. Your office is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. It's like a rooftop penthouse, enormous windows overlooking all of Sydney. And suddenly your door is kicked down. What do you do?
It's accurate to how we record.
I turn around in my high-backed chair and I'm stroking that little dog that you can see on Dani's camera occasionally. And I say, welcome, Jamie. We've been expecting you. Am I getting the tone right? Yeah.
Really beautiful. Jamie, do you have anything to say to this?
I don't have any gifts, unfortunately. Maybe there's like a discarded cornetto from the ice cream van that I've brought with me that is already incinerated in the heat. So you've just got like a wafer cylinder. I bring gifts from Wales.
The famous,
so gross,
very, very like classically Welsh gift of a melted cornetto. I know we have all the tourist shops in Cardiff. Get the wrapper of a cornetto
here. Pleasantries aside, suddenly the telephone on your desk rings, Bill. The name that appears on it says Head of Security.
I let Dani answer it.
Yep, that sounds like me.
It's your Head of Security.
He's like, yeah, okay, we've got ourselves a little bit of a problem down here on floor 4. 2 English blokes just burst in a little while ago talking about their podcast being the best in the world or something like that. And honestly, I've never heard of them, but they were pretty insistent. And they've locked all the doors.
It's Tom Scott and David Bodycombe from Battle. What are they doing?
They've locked all the doors. They got their hands all over the podcasting equipment. I think they've got knives as well. I've lost control of the situation. People. Maybe you guys should come down. Big knife people. Maybe you guys should come down and talk to them.
And then suddenly he sort of starts screaming. There's a kerfuffle in the background and the line goes dead. What would you like to do, the 3 of you?
Can we get tooled up in this office? What weapons do we have?
Of course.
None.
It's Bill and Dani's office. Whatever they want.
It's a bare office. I'm so sorry. There's nothing on the wall.
We've been going for this austerity thing lately. It was really trendy.
It's all form over function. We don't even have a computer. It's just one phone and a big desk and a rotating chair.
Just one chair.
Just one chair. Dani has to stand in the corner.
Well, let's nibble the end of the cornetto to turn it into a makeshift shiv and see how that lasts. And then should we head down?
Yeah, I love it.
Floor 4.
Beautiful. All right. You approach the elevator. You go back down in the elevator. It's a gorgeous gold gilded elevator. There are numbered floors from ground floor all the way to floor 100. Does anyone remember what floor you're going to?
Number 4.
Well.
Beautifully done. Bill's got it. Floor 4. The elevator dings on the 4th floor. That wasn't a puzzle, by the way.
I'm so Bill.
Too late. I'm already drawing this panel with 100 numbers on it.
The elevator dings to the 4th floor and you emerge into a corridor with just one large set of double doors. There's a big banner across the double door and it reads National Festival of Podcast. But wait, something isn't quite right. There is a large spray-painted mural over the front door. And what's more, there appears to be a sort of makeshift 4-digit code locking the front door. The mural itself shows 4 black and white faces. You think you may have seen them somewhere before, but who are they? And in the studio chat, I have posted a link to a Google Drive. if maybe Dani, do you want to describe what you're seeing in that picture?
Right. So here's the problem here. This is as good a time as any to acknowledge this. I have significant face blindness.
Oh, no.
These are 4 exceedingly real faces. They look like real people, and that makes me panic.
There we go. We're sharing the screen. I mean, I don't know who they are. If anyone can figure out who they are.
I've got an inkling for number 3.
That is your...
Oh, really? Interesting. Great. So is it 4 letters that we need on our code?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, let's look at the lock to find out.
Digits. Yes. So you look at the lock.
I don't want to rate you out of 10 each.
For the for the listener who's not seeing the video, what we currently have is basically the 4 profile pictures of our 4 illustrious hosts. We've got Mike, Jon, Jamie, and Mairi.
Mm-hmm.
You might see it
legit. My face blindness is bad enough that was my first instinct to say, and then I panicked and I couldn't say anything.
It's 4 American presidents.
The Mount Rushmore of audio escape rooms.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Photoshop opportunity waiting to happen.
All right. So how do we get digits out of this outside of rating out of 10?
Yeah. So what is the lock? Is numbers, letters?
Yep,
Numbers.
It's a very hastily applied on lock, but it is a 4-digit lock. So it takes 4 numbers. Yep, and the only other thing is obviously the sign saying National Festival of Podcasts and the large spray-painted mural of 4 faces.
There's nothing else of note in this corridor?
Yes, nothing else of note. Just a regular corridor. I mean, this is Dani and Bill's skyscraper. It's up to them how they would have decorated it, but it sounds pretty Spartan based on...
We got rid of everything.
No, everything from our office has been placed in the hallway to level 4, so there's just computers, there's anything we need to work. Is it length of name, do we think?
Ooh.
That's like an easy sort of like way to get a number out of a
plausible
name.
Yeah.
So what would that be? 4 for our first digit?
And then Jon is 3 letters.
It is a 3-letter Jon. I never remember any Jon's spelling.
And then Jamie is 5 and Mairi is 5.
And Mairi's 5. We could try 4-3-5-5.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could.
It does not work. The
Well.
lock remains shut.
Okay. It's just nothing.
Order that you spoke on the podcast.
Well, that pretty much
Intrigue.
is that Mike. Yeah,
Mike
was the founder. Jon came on next, then me, then Mairi. There's nothing that's been changed. Nothing that's been changed on the picture itself. That is pretty much how it is. Interesting.
Is it relevant that it's black and white?
That's how it is on like our social stuff.
It's just always black and white, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. And even if...
Are your surnames all short enough that they would also fit if we put them in? Sure.
Ooh, actually, could be, because let's give it a go. So Mike is Collins.
Yeah, that's going to get
it's
too
7
long.
for Collins.
If you put them together, but not if you did just surnames.
Yeah, but who would do just surnames?
Yeah. You may as well check.
Wild. Oh, sure.
Jon is Saunders.
I'm also looking at the words National Festival of Podcasts and counting the letters there, but that leads to a very boring 8828, which, look, not impossible by any means, but feels
so if we did surnames, we'd be looking at 7855.
Wow.
Does that work?
Incorrect.
Great. If we go by number of visits, then it's 6. It's 6000. Now, I would expect maybe some kind of clue as to the fact that you should count people's teeth. Hey.
6000 does not
If
work.
we go by number of eyes, it's all 2s.
Interestingly, Bill, you said before that you had moved all of the furniture possibly into this corridor, and so you do have computers available to you. I'm just going to throw that out.
Okay. Interesting. Where would we look? So the Infinite Escape Room website.
Yeah, it's one number per person, right? Like if you could like jump on computer and research people, you could find out every detail of their lives. I mean, you already know every detail of your own life. True.
Is it because it's not just individual photos? Is it something, for instance, like an important date? that we're looking for here.
But we still would. But does a date make sense to get one digit per person?
I'm not saying one digit per person. Why don't you put all 4 people together? Like, it could be, when was your podcast born?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
So it could be just the year that the podcast was founded, 2018.
2018.
Incorrect.
Bugger. Okay, and we can't index the first letter of each name because we got M's
because you go way too.
J's.
I'm deep diving. I'm Googling the exact date that your podcast started. I don't know when our podcast started, so I definitely don't know yours off the top of my head.
I want to say September 2018.
Well, that's getting there. That's some number of digits.
That's true. So we do 0918 for month.
Incorrect.
God damn it. Okay, so what would we look at if we were researching? We just go onto the podcast website, and the social media stuff. Should we do that in real life and see?
Absolutely. Do you just have a giant 4-digit banner on your website right now?
Maybe it's been updated. We haven't. No one's known.
Mari, have you done naughty things with the socials? Oh my God,
that would be
this
exciting.
is amazing.
I have no poker face, by the way, so I feel like when people start doing that, I just have to be like, oh, no.
It says here, The Infinite Escape Room, the escape room podcast where a bunch of friends make and solve 1, 2, 7, 8. No, it doesn't. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Oh, Mari, you've gone meta, you sneaky cool. So, in the Who Are We page on the website, we've got bolded things.
Oh my.
So Mike has the bolded number 8 under the date that he started the podcast, 2018. Jon has the bolded word 7 in the reference to the fact that he's 7 feet tall. Not sure if that's entirely true. Jamie has the number 2, joining the production team in 2021. And Mari has the word 1 bold under the words trying to play every one. Meaning escape room in the world. So we've got
hit it.
It's amazing.
An ARG
8, 7,
this entire
2,
time.
1. I have got to shift gear.
So 8, 7, 2, 1.
You input those digits into the lock, and it clicks open.
It'd be great if it was wrong.
The doors swing open, and a cheer erupts as a crowd of very haggard and tired-looking podcasters start pushing and rushing to get past you. As they push past, hurrying towards the elevator and the stairs, you hear mutters of, Mike and Jon, they're trying to ruin this whole thing. And they're not even Australian, and this is a national festival. Let's get out of here before Mike comes back and does anything else weird. Very soon, the room is entirely deserted. All of the podcasters that were getting ready for the podcasting festival have disappeared. And you see what is left of the festival. It's a fairly large room, kind of in between a sort of waiting room, foyer, conference area, but it's been refurbished for the day's impending festival. You can see in this room a large door at the end that says, "Escape this podcast recording studio." It is locked. A prominent desk in the center of the room with various things on top of it. On the wall, you can see an active listeners counter that reads 12,400,000 active listeners.
If we're affording a tower like this, you got to up the numbers a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to get a cool Billy to get a gold skyscraper.
Cool Billy. You can see a shelf of CDs along the wall, and of course, the door you just came through. Just as you take your first steps into the room, you hear a crackle over a tannoy. It is unmistakably Mike Collins' voice. I'm very sorry, I cannot do his accent, but he says, I'll get him to add this in post.
Do it the way that Mike would do another person, like a celebrity, and just, they're always northern. Hey up, it's me, right. Mark fucking Collins.
Right, you lot. The podcast festival has started immediately. Stick to your podcasts and stick to the script. The doors won't release unless everyone says exactly what they're supposed to. And if I hear any funny business, or if that listener count drops too much before the big reveal, I'm going to come down there myself and sort yous all out. There can only be one escape room podcast on the airwaves.
Hello, Mike here. I'm editing this. And goodness gracious me, I had to do a double take because I thought I wasn't in this recording. But that was my voice just then. What the dick?
With that, the tannoy stops, and the room goes quiet, what would you like to do?
Oh.
Bill, it said no funny business. I think you should leave.
That's all I do. So just to recap, we got a door to our studio that is locked. We've got a table with stuff on it. We should maybe look further at that. The counter was at a particular number, but that number did change. But it was
12,400,000.
400,000. And then we've got CDs on the wall. Presumably, it'd be like,
I am definitely going to those CDs. I am very curious and not at all triggered by the fact that our actual recording studio in our apartment does indeed have a shelf of CDs.
Amazing.
Surprise, this is where Mairi's recording right now.
It's almost like I know. Surprise, the door behind you bursts open. I'm here.
I've been in the closet the whole time.
Do you want to go look at the CDs?
I definitely do.
Fantastic. There is a large shelf of CDs along the edge of one wall. Honestly, it has an incredibly comprehensive selection of classics. Anything you can name, you can have a little listen to. So yeah, very comprehensive selection of CDs.
Looking at the CDs we have here, I'll just pick some out. Can we start listening to Mermaid Avenue by Billy Bragg and Wilco?
You can, for legal reasons. I will not put it on this podcast.
That's okay. I'll make it a little bit easier for you. One of my albums is the Best of Grieg.
Oh, yeah, can you put on
Grieg?
We probably could play that for legal reasons. I don't think that's copyrighted.
He's pretty metal as Grieg as well.
Hello, Editor Mike again. We probably can play Grieg. If you're Grieg and want to climb out of the grave and sue us, then do.
Order the soundtrack to a musical that neither of us like.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's take
available.
Ooh.
You know,
Fame.
Yeah, Fame.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. That's not a fun musical.
All right.
And that is available in the recording studio.
Let's throw that one out.
Okay, so if we know what we're looking for, we can come back here and we can find a particular CD that we think will solve some kind of problem in the future. We have yet to encounter.
It's probably the theme soundtrack.
Yeah.
Should we be goal-oriented and see what sort of lock we're dealing with on the studio?
Yeah, good idea.
Amazing idea. There is a large door on the other side of the room with the Escape the Podcast logo on it. Underneath it reads Recording Studio. It is locked with 3 heavy-duty metal bars. These metal bars cannot be forced open, and you know this because each bar says, this lock cannot be forced open. It is voice-activated only.
Voice-activated, eh?
Okay.
Let's
I've
just
never
try.
had to
They take
draw that before.
security very seriously.
I want to sidle up to the lock, the bars, and just whisper, hey there. Could you do us a favor and open, please? That'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Careful.
No, that's not what I do.
This is bordering dangerously close to funny business.
My job is to keep this door closed, baby.
Then fuck you, lock on the horse you rode in on.
The lock doesn't open, and also for all the funny business, your listener count's going down.
No! I was trying to seduce the door.
We also have a table full of miscellany. Can we find out what this miscellany is?
Absolutely. So the center of the room is a large desk that is absolutely covered in podcasting equipment and conveniently has 3 chairs sitting around it. On top of the desk, you can see a clipboard titled The Running Order of Today's Podcast. You can see 3 envelopes, each with a different podcast logo on them. You can see, as well as the podcasting equipment, there's microphones, wires. There is a CD player that's connected to the whole infrastructure of podcasting stuff. You can tell do not know what podcasters do.
Podcasters, they have a big boom box.
Right. Yeah, massive boom box. There's also a phone on the table as well. That's pretty much it.
Did you say there were letters with logos on them?
Yeah, envelopes.
Envelopes. Yeah, great.
Envelopes. 3 envelopes with different podcast logos on them.
We were tasked with saying what we're supposed to. Should we be putting on this show? Should we be looking at the running order and trying to do it as we go?
That seems
good
fair.
Idea.
What does the running order look like?
On the clipboard, there is an official-looking running order of all the podcasts which are scheduled to go live today. imminently, I will say. They are in order, and I'm going to paste this into the chat and let's get Bill to read those out, please.
In order, we have Down Under Beats, Australia's Agony Aunt, and Ospirational Interviews. One thing that we do here in Australia is we're just constantly talking about how we're in Australia. We're just like, walking down the road, we turn around and be like, hey, how are you doing here in Sydney? And they say, I'm being in Australia, that's what we're doing. All right, have an Australian morning. Have an Australian morning to you too, Cobber. And then we walk off.
Hey, it's the National Festival of Podcasts.
It's the Nationalist Festival of Podcasts.
It's a big Eureka Stockade flag on top. All right.
And then there's a short break, it says.
And then there's a short break before the headliner, some dumb show. It says escape this podcast. So we've got to do Down Under Beats, then Australia's Agony Aunt, and Ospirational Interviews.
And then ideally we can get in for our own business.
When we interview ospreys.
So what's it like being you? Powerful stuff.
That's what they all say. Okay, we got to. We have to do Down Under Beats first? Presumably, we might have 3 logos, and we could figure out which one would be each of these podcasts. Yes. Open them and then do them.
Yeah, let's take a look at those envelopes.
I say take a look at your overestimating my graphic design ability. I'm just going to say one of them is the logo of Down Under Beats, one of them is the logo of Agony Aunt, and one of them is the logo of the Ospirational Interviews. Which envelope would you like to open?
Well, we should open the one that is like a big map of Australia that's wearing headphones, and they kind of like on one side each. And just I'd just like to point out this. I didn't design this, but Tasmania isn't on the map. It's one of those ones where they leave it off. It's such an iconic part of the map land. Like, it's very visual, but you can tell it's missing. They say it's for ease of design, but I just don't think the hosts.
Here's the problem. I draw everything. I cannot draw Australia. Not
you can't draw Australia? Can I?
Not even a little bit. I mean, it's a demon face.
The shape works well for like having headphones around it as a logo.
Yeah,
that works.
Face.
But does it? Does it?
That looks good. I like that.
Beautiful. So let's open up the envelope for Down Under Beats then and see what's inside.
Fantastic. On the front of the envelope is the logo for Down Under Beats, and inside it you find a handwritten note. It's so annoying drawing Australia. So I'm distracted by the massive thing that just popped on my screen.
Too much coastline. I don't like it. Why can't you be landlocked like a sensible country?
Inside the envelope, you found a handwritten note with a guide to how to run the Down Under Beats podcast. It reads, I'm going to paste this in the chat. Jamie, would you please read that out?
Okay, so this is how we do Down Under Beats. So we introduce the podcast in the loudest way possible, play 6 of the best albums in the world, and it says, here's a reminder, go all in, for Pete's sake, don't beat around the bush, wear a shiny crown like a monarch, be a good neighbour, make a loud noise, make sure us fellas work hard. And then, of course, end the podcast by saying our epic slogan. Okay.
Dani, would you like to introduce the podcast in the loudest way possible?
I scream really loudly? I just scream?
What does that sound like?
You made me turn up my microphone.
What does it sound like?
Maybe take a step back before
That's not happening.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I need to Google this.
Do we now need to work out what these albums are?
Let's do it.
Yes, 6 albums.
All right.
Would you like to go back to the shelf of albums?
Yes.
This time, as you approach the shelf of albums, you noticed a few albums sort of sticking out a little bit more. I am going to share another link.
Link.
And I will maybe share this in the general chat as well, because I imagine that maybe you'll want to be quiet while you listen to some of these things.
Okay. So we've got a bunch of files in this Google Drive, and I'll just tell you the file names so you've got an idea of who we've got. So we've got the Beatles, Ben E. King, Bob Dylan, Icehouse, Kate Bush, Kiss, Kylie Minogue, Men at Work, Peter Allen, and Wham. Absolute classics, no matter what the song is on these tracks. They're going to be belters.
Yeah. So do we want to try and think? I mean, we could obviously start playing these and seeing how they sound, but we could also try and get an idea of what 6 we might want.
Yeah.
Also, I will add a note again for copyright reasons. We are not going to be playing any of these songs, but if anyone wants to sing them,
that's okay.
I'd be very happy.
I just want to guess what they are before listening to them.
Hello, Editor Mike here. So if you're playing along at home, you're going to need those clips to solve the puzzle, but there's no way of giving you the clips or airing them without doing a copyright naughty. So I guess I'm going to have to just do a little rendition of them. It's worth saying that each of them has a kind of record scratch in it in certain strategic places, I'm guessing. So yeah, let's just see how we go. First of all, Peter Allen. So I love being free, so I live in the sun and sea. Next up, Kate Bush. Absolute banger this. But if I only could, we could do we could. I got to disrupt my places. Keep running that road, keep running that hill. Next, Benny King. So I won't be afraid. Just as long as you by me. So darling, darling. Next up, Kylie Minogue. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Just can't get you out of my head. If I sound a bit quiet while I'm doing these, by the way, it's because I'm editing this while my daughter's trying to go to sleep. So I'm trying to be quiet while also singing at the top of my lungs right outside her bedroom. Quite the editing pickle. Next up, Wham. But something's bugging me, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night. You left me sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you leave me hanging on a line for you. Oh man, this is an absolute... I'll have to make a little Spotify playlist out of this, I think, afterwards. It's a series of stone cold bangers. And finally, Men at Work, doing the only bit of that song that anybody ever knows. And she said, do you come from a land where women something and men blunder? I've never actually understood what that lyric is, ever. It just sounds like a mush. Oh, I should say, by the way, that these weren't necessarily the order that Jamie, Bill and Dani were given these in. Anyway, that's enough of my horrendous rendition of those wonderful pop songs. Back to the people who are actually in the episode.
For example, if Ben E. King...
Stand By Me.
Thank you. I knew that was a name of someone who had one song that everyone knew. Yeah. And I was stuck on Don't Worry, Be Happy, but that's not the right one.
No, that's Bobby McFerrin.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the one.
Yeah. Beatles could be anything. Famously, quite a large discography.
We could get a lot of these just based on the band or artist name rather than
what did
the track.
Icehouse do?
Nothing Too Serious, I think Icehouse was.
Yeah.
Nothing Too Serious. All right, let's have a listen and see what we got going on.
I confuse Icehouse and Australian Crawl all the time.
That's fair.
Are you listening to Beatles?
Right. Let's have a listen and see what we got.
Ooh.
Okay. Beatles is Yellow Submarine.
Wow. Great memory.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
It said, till we found the sea of... And it didn't say green.
Oh.
There was a record scratch on this CD. And
that's exciting.
And it cut out and I didn't get green. So Beatles green, if anyone wants to start taking some notes.
I got it.
All
beautiful.
Right, Benny King, shall we?
Yes.
Just to try to, while you're listening, associate some of the people with the things that we've got here, because I've been trying to think, are these going to be like synonyms for the songs, or is there something about the artists in here? And for example, like Pete and Peter Allen is one of the people that we've got. Beat and Bush, that's Beatles and Kate Bush in one. Oh my God. Shiny Crown Like a Monarch, we've got Ben E. King. There's links everywhere. Loud noise with an exclamation mark. That's got to be a wham
And then
thing.
make sure us fellas work hard as men at work.
It works.
Surely.
So we could say, for example, if don't beat around the bush. You're right. Maybe that's both. In fact, are they definitely 6, or is it like go all in and for Pete's sake? Could that possibly be something?
What's be a good neighbor? Which one of these people is a good neighbor?
Be a good neighbor.
Do good neighbors kiss? Because
that's what I say.
In Wales,
it's good neighbors become good friends.
Yeah, that's when good neighbors become good friends.
And if you're very good friends with your neighbors, then you got to kiss on the regular.
Kylie Minogue was on Neighbours.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Be a good neighbor, Kylie.
Yeah.
Be a good neighbor's got to be Kylie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For wear a shiny crown like a monarch, if that's Benny King, it was Stand By Me, and we didn't get the word stand.
Okay.
Specifically, if you care, we didn't get the word stand twice. So there's a chance it's stand, like an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I think it's just stand.
Cool. Should we take a look at Peter Allen then to see on this first
Peter
one?
Allen, the boy from Oz. Have I made that up? That's a different Peter Allen. Am I gone crazy? Who's the boy from Oz?
Peter Allen is Australian. I went into a big rabbit hole of Googling Australia.
He loves being free.
Oh boy.
I've never heard that song before, so I have no idea what the...
I don't know that part of that song though.
To genius.com for the lyrics.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, this is I still call Australia home.
Yeah, exactly.
I still call Australia home.
You know the first chunk?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know this part of the song. It wasn't on the Qantas ad, so I don't know this part of the song.
Exactly.
I love being free.
It was hard to get a copy of this song that wasn't the Qantas ad. Every time I Googled this title, everything was Qantas. And I was like, what's going on?
Okay.
Is it keep? And I love being free, so I keep leaving the sun and the sea. Does that sound like we're the right?
I'll try and give it. I'll sing it to you as I hear it in my ears.
Yep.
I love being free, so I leave the sun and the sea.
Yeah, that was keep leaving. Is what goes on in there, apparently.
We got there.
Had no idea this song had more verses.
Yeah, right. So what do we have? We have keep, and then don't beat around the bush. Well, so it could be Beetle.
Well, I looked for Kate Bush, and the missing word in Kate Bush is up. The song is
that's good.
Running up that hill.
Sounds
Feel the God.
Oh, I'm just going to listen to that because it's a nice song for a second. Hold on.
What a banger.
Good, American go, turn the swamp up places, running up.
This is beautiful.
Right. Okay, great. Running up the building. Oh, can we run up the building?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we got keep up. Stand,
okay, that's good.
Benny King stand.
Thanks.
Be a good neighbor's got to be Kylie.
If we're going with Kylie, that's Can't Get You Out of My Head, and it's the outer bit that's zooped. And then Men at Work. Oh, no, Make a Loud Noise, sorry.
Wham next. What we got for Wham?
Oh, yeah, Make a Loud Noise, Wham.
So Wham is go, or go-go.
Go-go.
Just wake me up.
Yeah.
Before you.
I appreciate that it was one of the words of that I do know.
And then
they sound like they're having such fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have so far? Keep up, stand out,
go,
something, and then Men at Work. What is it going to be? Is it going to be? What's the big Men at Work one?
I can't answer. I've already listened.
It's Down Under is the big one.
Yeah, man. Is it Man or is it going to be Who Can It Be Now? Or is it going to be Overkill? There's some really good Men at Work songs.
I'm pretty sure only that one song made it across any other pond.
Yeah, I only know one.
we only know them from the one song.
You don't know. You don't know. Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Yeah.
Who can it be?
I didn't make it a Wales.
I do know that one.
That's a great song. Overkill was on Scrubs. If you watch Scrubs, they used I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving into deep.
Oh, I didn't realize that was them.
Complications.
That's a great song.
I'm so glad Phil can sing.
I'm telling you, they're a good band.
This is great content. I was worried if no one wanted to sing. This would be a very audio-friendly portion. I'm going to have to start singing.
Okay, so we got our 6 words then.
Yeah, this feels right. A good number of verbs and the adverbs that go with them. Keep up, stand out, go down.
Good instructions.
What's the Dylan though?
Well, I'm going to interrupt Bill to say that don't worry. In those final words Dani just spoke into the microphone, you've correctly voice activated one of the locks to the door to the recording studio.
Epic slogan.
Somewhere behind you, a big clunk, satisfying clunk open. And you even notice that your active listener count is rising. People really loved that podcast recording you just did. Excellent music. Yeah, I mean, you can keep being down under beats, or you can move on to the next podcast now.
Yeah, that's the end of that episode. Australia's Agony Aunt. Shall we open that one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Amazing. On the front of the next envelope is the logo for the infamous podcast Australia's Agony Aunt. Does anyone want to describe what that looks like?
What's that look like, Dani?
I think it's just a picture of a really old show, Auntie Jack.
Oh, it probably is.
No one's happy about it.
It's just a man dressed as a woman wearing boxing gloves.
It's from like the 70s.
Beautiful.
This sounds like a good podcast.
Inside it, you find a guide, another handwritten note, a guide to running the Australia's Agony Aunt podcast. Mm-hmm. It reads, and I've actually got a visual aid for this one. Ooh. Who hasn't read one of these out yet? Whoever would like to read out.
Dani, would you like to?
Yeah, it's been a bit. Introduce the podcast, make it warm and inviting. Then hopefully the phone will ring and people will bring their problems to you. Generally speaking, all people really want is to turn their problem into a solution. This can always be done in 3 steps. It's just a matter of looking at the words in a different way. Think about the words opposite, change one letter to change your thinking, reverse the whole situation, same sound, different spelling, and different meaning. Oh, and then, we've got a little table underneath that. So this first column is under the word opposite. Get up, stretch your legs, and never return. Change one letter is the next headline, and it says, dance like you're made of spaghetti. Then reverse. Have you tried smiling whilst drinking water? And spelling, talk to your toaster about your feeling.
Exactly that.
Before we introduce this and start getting calls, what?
I think if we get the call, we'll
know what to do.
Clear.
Totally fair.
Okay.
I sure hope that's correct.
Who would like to introduce this one?
To give it, I think if I introduce it on National Podcasting Day in Australia, the voice might cause an international incident.
That's fair.
That's okay. They've got Auntie Jack as their logo. That's what they're inviting. That's what they're hoping for.
Don't worry. No, it's actually going to be really good for the podcast because everyone will assume we got Lloyd Langford on for the show. The only Welsh person that anybody in Australia knows. It's going to be great. All right. Welcome to Australia's Agony Aunt.
Warmer.
Oh, sorry. Welcome. Please come in. Share your problems here with Australia's Agony Aunt. There's 3 of us, and one of us is an aunt. So give us your questions. We'll give you advice, and it's going to be real painful. That's why it's called Agony Aunts. We're going to wait here in perfect silence until we get our first caller.
Cue just 2.5 minutes of dead air on the edit until we get that first phone call.
Just breathing, heavy breathing.
The only time you're wasting is your own. Give us a call.
The agony doesn't let up until you call. Please call.
The agony doesn't dismiss you. I
do. I'll put you out of your misery. The phone starts ringing.
We don't answer.
You gotta let it go.
You gotta let the first one go. Yeah, you gotta let the first one go.
Just to show who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
I've already picked up a phone once today. I answered the security, so
we'll wait for the second. We'll wait for the second one.
Just let it ring out. No. Okay, when the second one comes in, then we'll pick up.
Don't straight away. No rings. Like one ring, we're picking that phone right up.
You let the first phone call die. Their problem will remain unanswered. Very sad.
Don't look at the listener count.
The listener count has dropped massively. You lost 1 million listeners. But then the phone rings again, and you pick it up on the first
Hello.
ring.
It's me, your agony aunt. Tell me your secrets and I will fix them for you.
Oh, okay, you sound a bit different. Yes, I've got a problem. It's my daughter. She just stays cooped up in her room all day. I want to do something fun with her. How can I?
And I'm going to paste that in the chat as well, because there may be some formatting.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not your daughter, it's your son. And she stays up in her loom too long.
Yeah, so we in the text we got the words daughter and fun are both capitalized. They're all caps. So there's a signifier for both of those. So with this then, so with the instructions that we got, should we, with each of those words, do this this sort of process? So we make the word the opposite, then we change one letter of that word, then we reverse that word, and then we change the spelling to change the meaning of the word. So we do that in sequence.
We could do that. My only worry with that is it says this can be done in 3 steps.
So not all of them.
4 steps.
Oh no!
So surely there has to be some kind of decision making here.
Yeah, we can't do it we can't do this with all of them. I'm really distracted by the fact that daughter is the opposite of son and son rhymes with fun. It's really throwing me.
Oh.
I don't think it's relevant because just rhyming isn't one of them.
Well, you've got same sound, different spelling, different meaning.
Before we try and apply these rules, does anyone have any understanding of what the little passages underneath the exam, like the example for opposite is get up, stretch your legs, and never return? Why is that sentence there? What is this? How is that helping? You know, how does change one letter for dance like you made a spaghetti? Like what are these? What is this teaching us or telling us? Why are they here?
Maybe that's the solution one of the solutions that we're trying to offer.
Like, could it be that in this case, we take daughter, we change it to son, we change one letter so it's S-U-N, and then that's similar to like run, which is get up, stretch your legs, and never return? Or something like...
That doesn't sound like the solution to this person's problem, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. But like, yeah, I just don't get what's going on with this... Yeah, with how it works.
So this person needs to do something fun with their daughter. Which of these 4 columns does it sound like is going to eventually end up closest to that? Because I would say not get up, stretch legs, and never return. Dance like you made a spaghetti? That's fun.
Yeah.
Smiling whilst drinking water? Potentially fun. Talk to your toaster about your feeling? More of a duty than a fun.
Yeah, so the problem and solution are both capitalized, as is daughter and fun. So like doing something fun is the solution. The daughter is the problem. The daughter's the problem.
Always.
And so we want to turn, or is it just that we just think about like, let's turn the daughter into fun in 3 steps. So we're turning the problem daughter into the solution fun in 3 steps. Where daughter becomes son, then we change
son
one letter to make it fun, sort of. Oh no! So then we do the same different spelling. So we actually do step 1, which is opposite. Go to son. Step 4, which is same sound, different spelling. We go to S-U-N, son. Change one letter, F-U-N. Now it's fun. So does that mean that we, in order, should say, like, the
first thing that you should do to deal with your problem is to get up, stretch your legs, and never return. Then talk to your toaster about your feeling. Sorry,
do the whole thing.
I'm overtaking this one. And then finally, you should dance like you're made of spaghetti. And I think all your problems should go away.
I think that's how
that sounds good.
The caller is very happy with that. But actually, you know what? That sounds exactly like the kind of thing she would like. Thank you so much. You've really
okay. We've figured out how this puzzle works.
You've just gained 4 million listeners. Whoa!
Oh yeah,
You're going viral.
We had a couple billion, so it's.
I would two down.
Amazing. I assume you hang up, or not even. Another phone starts ringing. Someone else needs your advice. Whoa.
Jamie, get that phone.
Hi. Bill's away right now. You're with me. Tell me your problems, and we'll see what we can do.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the podcast. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I've got a problem. I am in love with this girl, but, like, I'm not a good person. So I wanted to ask, how can I become good?
From love to good. Give us a second to ponder on this. We'll put you on hold.
What kind of hold music would you have on this station?
It's System of a Down the whole time.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Just that on loop.
Yeah.
Not even the
song. Just that 2 bars.
Just the unintelligible cover of Prince to us now, System of a Down.
All it is looping the one section from is it BYOB where he just goes, "What the hell is the just that non-stop looping forever in there.
That's how we should have started the last podcast.
You've got Dappin from System of a Down just belting out that.
And Dani, can you name a third System of a Down song? Neither can anybody else. Gotcha.
Nope.
Nah, there's like Ariel's Toxicity. They got a couple others.
We can't afford the good ones.
Those.
Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah. So we've got to turn love to good in 3 steps.
Yep. So
love.
Neither love nor good really have like good spelling adjustments. They don't have the best homophones that I can think of, but they've got great opposites to work with.
Oh,
yeah.
What if we change one letter so love becomes live? We then reverse it so
we flip
live
that
becomes
baby
evil. And then opposite it so evil becomes good.
That's
amazing.
Fantastic. I was trying to get to bad so hard and I just couldn't do it.
I have Eminem to thank for that. One of the lyrics in one of his songs says, "Love is evil backwards." Just the way that he pronounces that is love is evil.
Shout out to Eminem.
If you're listening, Eminem, love you. Love your early work. I haven't listened to you in about 20 years.
Okay, so what's the order of that? We changed it. We
change, reverse, opposite.
And opposited it.
So the way that you deal with this particular problem to become really good is to first dance like you're made of spaghetti.
What type of spaghetti?
Doesn't matter.
Spaghetti.
Any tin spaghetti.
Oh yeah, sorry, you said spaghetti. I was thinking of pasta. No, go on.
Dance like you're made of a tin of spaghetti. And then have you tried smiling whilst drinking water? And then finally get up, stretch your legs, and never return.
Okay, bye.
Another successful
Incredible.
Case cracked.
Yep. The listener count's through the roof. You've gained 40 million new listeners.
Whoa. Everybody loves it. We started at 12. They love this advice.
That is amazing. And you know what? That last one was so successful that somewhere in that nonsense Jamie just said, the voice-activated lock clicked into life. Yeah! You must have said the correct combination of advice in the correct order. So
nice.
Well done.
Do we just skip number 1? Or was there only
number 1?
Okay.
Actually, on my spreadsheet here, I could have given you up to 6, but I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, you can have 2 because I've got more escape room to get through.
Because of all the funny business.
Right. And then what do we need to do at the end of that? What do we need to do?
Whatever you want. You've said the voice activator thing, but you should probably sign off on the podcast just to make a good listening experience.
And so this is the final episode of Australia's Agony Aunt.
Yeah, we solved all your problems with only 4 pieces of advice done in different order.
Everybody in Australia is now happy. There is no misery at all.
Mm-hmm. You've absolutely smashed it.
Smile, dance like spaghetti. You'll be fine.
Or else.
Or we'll get you.
Beautiful.
Inspirational interviews, anyone?
Yeah, let's do them.
So that is 2 out of the 3 big metal locks now done on the door. 1 left to do. You have 1 more envelope left. Would you like to look into it?
Yeah.
I open it.
On the front of the envelope is the logo for the infamous podcast Osspirational Interviews. What does that look like?
It's an osprey. They've got a microphone. They've got headphones. And they've got headphones. And behind them, a big map of Australia that fits between the headphones.
Does this one have Tasmania as well? Or is this one missing?
This one does. This one does.
Oh, of course.
But you can tell that it's AI generated because the osprey's got like a full 5-fingered hand instead of...
Yeah. They just did a full AI generation for this one. It's not good. A lot of controversy, but who cares? We got 12 million listeners. We got 52 million listeners now. Who cares?
I love that you're keeping track. Inside this envelope, you find a guide to running the Ospirational Interviews podcast. And it says, on today's Ospirational Interviews, you will be interviewing 3 incredible, inspirational human beings. Just be yourselves, really get to know these inspirational folks, and don't forget to ask lots of interesting questions. That is all it says. But and I don't know how to do this in an in-world way, I'm going to send each of the 3 of you a different document.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do not look at it if you are not the named person. Only look at your own. So, just to repeat what the guide says, you're going to be collectively interviewing 3 people between you.
So I suppose we'll be mull over our respective documents.
Mm-hmm. Yes, just a quick mull.
I mean, the podcast hasn't started yet, so you can take as long as you like.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Good Lord. This is going to be fun.
I'm terrified.
I love that we're also not explaining this to like people listening. They're just going to have to figure out what's going on.
Hello, Editor Mike here again. So, Jamie, Bill and Dani have each just received a set of instructions. I'll leave it to you to try and work out what they are, based on what happens next.
Whenever you're ready, Ospirational Interviews is the next podcast that needs to be run, and you guys are the best 3 people to run this podcast.
Well, who would like to be interviewed first?
I think I'm first up to being interviewed.
That's right. As I understand it.
You're right. Okay, Dan, shall I introduce our first guest?
You're more than welcome.
Welcome everyone to the Ospirational Interviews podcast. We have 3 lovely interviews for you today. I hope you enjoy them. If you don't, never listen again. Our first interview, Dani, would you like me to introduce our first guest?
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I'm really excited about this one. This is a world first, as I understand it.
Yes, so we have with us Dr. Strampley Gombas. Now, Dr. Gombas has done the world's first transplant of a human elbow. No one's ever done this before. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Some people have done the arms, but just the elbow. I'm very intrigued by this. I think it's a new step. So, Dr. Gombas, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice to be here on your podcast. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
You've listened before? Oh, that's fantastic. So explain the operation a little bit. What led you, why was an elbow necessary to transplant? Why couldn't you do a whole arm?
When you see the tennis players, and sometimes they get injured with the tennis elbow, so we don't want to lose the whole arm for insurance purposes, you understand. So sometimes we have to go in, it's keyhole surgery to try. Very easy procedure now that we figured out the nanotechnology to do it. So now they have a new elbow and they can go and they can win the Grand Slam.
What?
Right. And I know that for some transplants out there, like we've been using pigs for a while as the whole new thing, but you went with a bit of a different animal, right?
Oh, yeah. The pigs, they're very nice, but I myself am a vegetarian, so I do not like the pig. And I own pigs. I have a micro pig. So this time we used a monkey, and they're very similar. We shave the elbow of the monkey, and it's easy to transplant onto the patient.
That's now I know the original sort of research for this coming out of China wasn't it with monkeys. They were using crabs a lot. Now, crab that's a mollusk, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, the crab is different because it doesn't have an elbow in the same way. It has a claw and it has many legs on the chitinous shell, which is very difficult, as you may understand. So we eventually went with the monkey because they actually have elbows.
Interesting. Dani, what do you have to say about that?
Well, it does. Yeah, it is making me think, because when I think of crabs, you do think about how, jointed they are. And that feels like it resembles elbows in that way, doesn't it? Everything that's sort of like that with, crabs, lobsters, all of that.
Also, crustaceans of the world, they are.
Get off the show, Jamie! You're done!
What I must tell you about anymore.
I don't need you to be here thinking about mollusks. Get off my... You don't know anything about elbows. You've inspired me to kick you off the show and move on to interview number 2.
In the lock on the wall, on the door, one of 3 lights just went green. So the correct word has been said.
Look, for listeners at home, Dani's had to take a quick break, but luckily we have Jamie here to help conduct the next interview. Jamie, welcome on to the show.
Hello, hi, I'm here and I'm ready to go. I'm very excited to step in.
Lovely. You missed a wonderful guest before. They didn't know much about crabs, but that's fine. They're an elbow surgeon. They don't need to.
I mean, who doesn't know about crabs?
It seems wild to me.
Guy's an amateur.
So, Jamie, would you like to introduce our next guest?
Yes. So our next guest, I'm very excited. This is again, I think is a first for this podcast and a first for many podcasts. So this is we're introducing Dani, who has taught a pod of dolphins to speak an unusual language, which is absolutely fascinating. Dani, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. No relation to the previous Dani, of course.
No, actually, that's a very good point. There
I
are
spell
multiple
it
people
completely
called Dani.
differently.
You spell it with 3 N's and
a silent P.
But not where you think.
What language have you taught the dolphins?
It's sign language. It's quite remarkable trying to see how they work. I wanted to know how it would work with fins rather than fingers.
I would assume not well. How did they do?
Oh, you'd be quite surprised. It's remarkable. We all know that they're very intelligent, and quite frankly, they're a little bit cheeky. They've only learned the rude words.
That's lovely.
No, sign language, as I understand it, at least for humans, comes in different dialects. There's American Sign Language, there's British Sign Language, I believe there's an Australian Sign Language. Is there a particular variation that you taught them?
Well, I started with Pacific Sign Language, and then I moved on throughout the various oceans, depending on precisely where they lived.
That seems fair. Now, I know you've been showing the dolphins off at various events and that. You recently did a concert, which I found quite interesting. You did a concert with the dolphins performing as a sort of a backing band for Paul Kelly. It was a Christmas concert. And he's singing that song of what's the song? I'm so sorry. I hate this. Is very unprofessional of me. What was the song before? It's his Christmas song.
How to make gravy and
get off the podcast. Goodness me!
Anymore.
Fins don't have the dexterity for sign language. You fraud.
Dolphins can't learn sign language. You idiots! Get out of here! You know what? I'm so affronted. Now that you finally said gravy, that I'm out. I'm getting off the show. I'm out. You, Jamie, find Dani. You can do the show together.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom. It took me a while to find. It was on floor 57.
Oh, but it's a good thing that you missed. This last guest we had on was an absolute nightmare, a complete fraud. So this isn't going to be the case, I think, for this next one.
Day.
Dani, would you like to introduce our next guest?
Oh, I could not be more excited about this one. This is I'm a bit of a fan. This is Woodrow Van Fingal, Mayor of Sydney.
Oh, g'day. How you going? I'm Mayor of Sydney. My name is Woody Van Fingal. As I was introduced, my friends call me Woodrow, but I am technically Woody on my birth certificate.
Sorry, Mr. Lord Mayor.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, the last election, it went really well for you. Did you get the final vote tally?
Yes, I did get the final vote tally. Thank you for asking. It was just now. Before I give the numbers, remember this is just for the Sydney local electorate. But there were 10,000 votes cast for me. Yet I think only 4 for my opponent. So, sorry, Clover.
Wow.
Bit of a landslide.
That's hilarious. And
very.
What would you say about all of those people? Your 10,000 voters, those 4, and the 996 who didn't vote.
What I say about them?
Yeah.
Well, they're lazy. They should have got out and voted. The ones who did vote for me, they're great. The ones who didn't, well, you're losers. You didn't get the election. You didn't get the mayor you wanted. You got me instead, Mr. Van Fingal.
So you got like 99% of the vote. Like, so what is the total population of Sydney in that little area?
Well, in this little area, it's a lot of businesses running in the central business district that I'm the mayor. So I'd say probably about 27,000. just in my. You need maybe 1 million? Would you like 1 million?
Wait, no, that's really weird. I did hear that there were only 996 non-voters, but I guess my numbers must be wrong.
Oh, you didn't count children and people who aren't eligible to vote because they're too ugly.
I mean, that's a good point. But based on all of those people who don't vote out of ugliness and the people who aren't legally eligible to vote, how many do you think you'll be able to squeeze in at the next election?
I feel like you're trying to get me to say a particular number. So how many were there? Did you say there were 10,000 plus another? So maybe like 12,000 people I might get? 12,400 people? I'm just trying to think of things you might want me to say. I'd say 11,000 people. 11,000 people I got.
Get off the show, Fingal Fangle. Mayor of Sydney, Mayor of Stupid. Doesn't even know how many people live in his constituency. Terrible. Fraud.
Outrageous.
I came up with the numbers. What a crazy case.
Sorry, we're cutting off that audio now. Sorry, Mr. Fanfingle has left the phone line. Man, what a day we've had.
Did you need to get me to say 11,000? And I came out of the gate with 10,000?
Yes.
Yep. That was, we were just like, oh my God.
Well, here's this number. I was like, well, I'm not going to just, surely they don't just need me to say a slightly higher number than I already said. That'd be I thought maybe as a fun little thing to use my notes that you needed me to say 12,400, which was the original listener count.
Oh, of course, yeah.
When we arrived, I thought if you need me to say a number close to 10,000, let me get right on that for you.
Oh, that was brutal.
I need a cold drink after that. We get some real characters on this podcast.
What did I miss? By the way, I was just out. Just off in the corner. Not
the former mayor of Sydney turned up,
and wow. He had quite a mouth on him. I think the show's cancelled.
Yeah, that makes sense. You should never get him on the show.
Either that, or
I was one of the 4 people who voted against him.
And not because you were too ugly.
I'm beautiful and I enact my civil rights.
As you guys are chatting, well, as the mayor said those words, 11,000, there was a very satisfying clunk going on over at the door. The final lock has slid open, and the door is now fully accessible. I'm going to say the door to the mysterious recording studio of Escape This Podcast itself. Just in time, according to your running broadcast of Podcast Today, for the very special final one. You have now escaped the podcasting festival and gained access to the area that only the most inner sanctum and the most professional of puzzling podcasters will ever get to see. So what lies beyond in the mysterious darkness of the recording studio beyond? Well, you'll just have to come back next week and find out then. With that, have solved my escape room. Congratulations.
Yeah! We did it! We're the greatest.
Love it. So
well done.
For the next episode, I need to take a step back then, because only the professional podcasters can go into this room. Yeah. I'm just going to have to sit in the foyer and just wait until it's all over.
Well, that's the continuity of why you don't come into the next room.
Jamie sat outside like a naughty boy, just like, they won't let me in. Mairi, you go in.
Yeah. But yeah. Congratulations, you guys did really well. Sorry, I should have warned you. It was very improv heavy, but you guys
that was good fun.
It worked perfectly fine. The City of Sydney electorate has 200,000 people.
That's a lot.
Oh, good. So, we needed to know that.
Yeah. I thought that was really fun. I love the amount of improv that we had to do. It's always fun to see how things happen like live, and the meta ARG aspect of getting into our own website to unlock stuff was beautiful. Love it.
That was great fun. Mairi, I'm not sure how you managed to pinpoint every single one of my great weaknesses of people's faces, recognizing music and improv, but
I'm so sorry.
Amazing. You managed to get there. I had a great time.
You did so well, despite that.
No, it was really lovely. It was a nice mix of like puzzly puzzles, like doing the word transformations, as well as like game puzzles, which is just make this idiot say a word, just go for it. I thought it was a really nice fun.
I like doing that on our Christmas specials.
Yes. Yeah, it felt like the sort of stuff that we do in our Christmas episodes where we have a little bit more loose, fun gaminess. And it was great. It was really lovely.
Thank you so much. So thank you very much for listening to this episode. And don't forget, you can subscribe to the Infinite Escape Room wherever you get your podcast for new episodes every week. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky at The Infinite Escape Room. And if you've liked what you heard today, please leave us a review or a comment. It not only helps appease the algorithm, but makes us happy to know you're out there listening. And if you really like the show, please consider joining the Patreon program, which you can find by heading to patreon.com/The Infinite Escape Room. You can get access to bonus content, early access recordings. You can join us live, as we've got lots of people live in the chat today, and all manner of fun podcast shenanigans. Your puzzle designer this week was me, Mairi, and the solvers this week were Jamie and two very special guests, Bill and Dani of Escape This Podcast. So one more time, for anyone who doesn't know Bill and Dani, where can people find your podcast?
Search for Escape This Podcast if you want more audio escape rooms. Search for Solve This Murder if you want some murder mysteries.
And last but by no means least, the episode artwork today was by Dom Jordan, who you can check out his work at domjordanillustration.com. We love you lots, and we will see you next week on the Infinite Escape Room. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.